Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how I made an AI automation that will look at the weather forecast and look at my sailing notes and give me sort of an analysis for the day that I can use to optimally train. Something that I've been using for a while, and I want to show you guys how I made it. I hopped into n8n here. n8n is basically a automation software that can make all your processes a lot easier. It automates everything. So I'm going to show you how I've came up with it and what it solved for me. So for me, basically, every morning I would wake up, look at the wind for the day, and then scroll to tons of sailing notations that I've made over the years and see if there's every comparison, and then I can take those notes into account for the day to train better. But it takes a while. Every morning I'll go to breakfast and then I have to scroll to all the notes, and it's just a bunch of chaos. And I wanted to make this a lot easier for me. So I went into n8n and I've cooked this up. n8n basically uses APIs and AI agents to make all your processes automated. And it starts by clicking an execution workflow. But normally I have this set to a timer. So basically I will get a notification every day at 8 o'clock like, hey, look at your new email about the wind forecast or stuff like this. I will show you how the email looks later. But for now, today we'll start off by executing the workflow, and as you can see, it will go through the entire workflow, look at all the, go through all the AI agents and send me email, which I will show you at the end. But it starts by getting wind data, and it does this by an API. An API you can basically compare by going to a restaurant and you're ordering some food. A waiter is basically your API because he goes to the kitchen, knows what you want, grabs it, and comes back and gives it to you. So in this case, I've got an API Open Meteo, which is basically like a meteorologist sort of wind finder that gives you the wind forecast. Sometimes these cost money to use, sometimes not. So make sure that you find the ones that are cheap, because most of the times there's ones there that are totally free. And it gets the wind for me. So I can see here it gave me the coordinates of the place I was looking the wind for, gave me the time zone, and it gives me hourly wind, temperature, rain, wind speed, wind direction, everything. So I have all of this, but I wanted to split into easy data that an AI would understand. So I use some coding, and this may look very confusing. I have no idea how it works, but I do this all by AI. AI does everything for me, makes all the coding. You just tell them what you want and he makes it for you. That beep that you hear right there, that's the email that's just been sent by this AI. It shows me the wind direction, the average wind direction, the average speed, the max speed of the knot, like all in knots. It shows me even the best winner to sail, like with the best wind. And it also shows me some risk. This is in Dutch, but it basically means like there will be a lot of shifts and there will be strong gusts. So watch out for these. Well, now we have this wind forecast clear, and now it's important to get my sailing notes clear for the agent. So it downloads this file, which I have right here. And this has it's all in Dutch, but it basically says 30 to 80 degrees. When the wind is coming from this direction, it's stable. When it's coming from this direction, it's crazy, and a little description about this wind direction. So an AI agent can't process a PDF, so we have to put it into text. As you can see here, a lot of text comes out, but text, it was just a bunch of text, and we wanted to kind of get into, some subjects. So one like this, the second one, the third one. So it's a bit easier for the AI agent to understand. And then we come to the AI agent. An AI agent is basically like your intern, because he does everything for you, and you can just give him jobs, you give him tools and rules, and he will do it for you. The good thing about an AI agent, and not by using, for example, ChatGPT, is that you can give him a lot of tools. So for example, I gave him all the wind data, stuff like this, and it helps by getting automated. And you can give him rules. So I've said okay, watch for the multiple nodes and give the patch match back. You can't be 5 to 10 degrees off of a wind direction, stuff like this. And you can give him an example of what kind of info he gets to give out to you. So that's what we did, and we gave him an AI to basically every AI agent needed a chat model, which is nice that you can choose your chat model. For example, 4.1 mini is very cheap. It doesn't take a lot of tokens and it's good for like simple jobs. But right here we have Cloud Sonnet, which we chose because Cloud Sonnet is a bit more expensive to use, but it's very good at doing like research. So it takes a lot of like scientific articles into account, and then like a GPT-4 mini, by instance, doesn't really do this. So what we gave this AI the job to see if the sailing forecast aligns with the sailing notes, and if not, it will find out everything about the new wind direction, and if it does, well, it basically will look at previous sailing notes and give me clear and direct advice about a known condition. And we gave him sort of an example email of how I want it to look. And this other AI agent basically got the job like, okay, your job is to give advice about an unknown or weakly confidence wind direction. So we'll do a lot of research about this wind direction, and we gave him an information, we gave him rules, and we gave him sort of an example email. So yeah, you can give him a prompt. You can basically, he will do whatever you say and like apply to our rules. So now what it's done, it looked at the wind forecast, look at my sailing notes, said, okay, you haven't sailed with this wind before, so we will find out everything about it, and I will send you this in an email. So I don't have to scroll to all my notes again. I will just get an email about a new direction or a known direction and what notes I've had with those directions. And what we want is to update our database or our sailing notes. So now that we have learned about a new wind direction, we want it to update. So that's what we've done. We've connected it to Baserow, which is basically like a free database center. And as you can see, it did the timestamp of when I looked for these notes, gave me the wind direction, gave me the wind speed, the gust, and everything. And I can use this and to keep up with my sailing notes. So now the email, probably something you guys been all looking for. So let's go there right now. So I've just opened my email, and this is what email it made for me. Honestly, amazing. It gives me a forecast of the wind for that day, local insights. It shows me that I've not sailed with it before. It gives me some tactical considerations like stay alert to wind bands around the Northern Islands, because I've had it set to Marstrand in Sweden, where there's a lot of islands. So it takes an account in the entire place, which is really cool, not just the wind. Upwind lags, watch for persistent shifts, like safety knots, because there is going to be quite some wind, 23 knots. So watch out about changing conditions. Maybe look at your sails, stuff like this. Gives me a learning opportunity, and it even shows me the sources where he got the wind information from. So imagine getting this before all of your trainings. I mean, it totally helped me, and it just took me like 1 or 2 hours to build this, and it saved me so much time during the training week, especially when you're just woken up and you don't want to scroll through hundreds of notes. It makes it so much easier for you. So if you want to learn how I made this, please get in contact with me and I'll show you everything about it. But I hope by just going through the process with you, you kind of understand a bit how it works. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you later.